What it is, what it do, what it does, man. This is Trotter Water, and welcoming y'all to Water Wednesdays, the platform that I'm developing to help local businesses and during this COVID time and also beyond this COVID time because we all need to look out for one another. Real talk, serious business. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all just now tuning in, thank you very much. But like I say, my name is Trotter Water. I am a hip hop artist, so go ahead and check it out. But before y'all check it out, check out these interviews and holla at your boy. Tally ho.
Is there anything before we begin?
Inside the lines we've drawn, we march and carry on.
What it is, what it do, what it does. Welcome to Water Wednesdays. I am Trotter Water, and today we are at a place you may not know because I didn't know about it, but it seemed cool as a mug. The Amber House, bed and breakfast in Rocheport, Missouri. And I am with the man himself. What do you consider yourself, the
I call
caretaker?
myself the executive chef and co-owner.
Co-owner? Okay.
Co-owner,
Executive chef as well as co-owner. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
I'm Dawson Claridge, and I'm executive chef and co-owner and landscaping expertise here at the Amber House in Rocheport, Missouri.
So you the jack of all trades, if that's the case.
Yes, sir.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, anybody who knows that I am a jack of all trades myself. All right, so with the Amber House Bed and Breakfast, what exactly is this?
It's a full service hosted bed and breakfast so there's Airbnb out there in the world, which is where you don't meet the host and you get the key, and it's a good service, but it's not us. So we are B&B, a bed and breakfast where you ring the doorbell, we answer it, and we show you around. We have a beverage together, and we offer full dinner service as well as breakfast. And my wife Sherry is a massage therapist, and so it's a full service hosted bed and breakfast.
Okay, now all of those are included within the charge of one.
That's a good point. So dinner service is an add-on. Massage is an add-on. Your full service multi-course breakfast and use of the space, and then complimentary bike, which would be a rental in most places, which is about $65 a day to rent bikes for the day, is complimentary when you stay here.
Oh yeah.
But the dinner service and massage are add-ons.
Okay. So you don't just offer amenities for her; you also offer amenities for people to go and see the different areas around Rocheport.
Correct. Yeah. My initial thing is take the bikes, stop at the winery, which is a mile down on the trail. Park your bikes, walk up, do that. Go on down to Catfish Katie's or the Station House, which is about a 40-minute ride from here. Get some lunch, maybe some Broadway Brewery beers. My brother owns that. And then
Nice plug. Nice plug.
was
Yeah.
shameless self-promotion there.
Hey,
for
ain't
him.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Ain't
and
nothing wrong with
then ride back, get a massage, have dinner, and you're set. Yeah.
And so, what's the average amount of Can a person stay here for as long as they want, as long as they continue to pay, or is there a certain amount of time that a person is allowed to?
For us, if you can pay, you can stay. And that's a new tagline for us. But in our world, 3 or 4 days is usually the general stay. With the pandemic, a lot of people have come and stayed for longer because they work from home here. So they do those things that we were just talking about. Instead of staying at their own house and working, they'll work half a day, take the bikes out, check out the shops. There's a lot of great shops here and stuff too, and then come back and do a dinner and relax and get up and do breakfast and do that for 5 days, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was asking that because I know you had mentioned earlier that the difference between a bed and breakfast and an Airbnb. I know a lot of people use Airbnbs for vacations. So I was wondering, because I know some people take vacations a week, 2 weeks, and things of that nature. So I was checking to see if that would be something plausible if someone was interested.
Our situation, I think, is a lot of people who are either staycationing, say from even Colombia. A lot of business comes from Colombia, but a lot of people traveling, coming across the country, will stay 2 or 3 days and then go on to their next spot. 2 or 3 days. It's more of a 2 or 3 day. I don't see people taking a full week to just come hang out in Roachport.
Well,
Although there's plenty to do.
Oh yes,
Yes.
because now I did an Airbnb down in Nashville when I went down there to record some music, and it was not like this at all. And,
Because that was an Airbnb.
exactly. So
This is a hosted B&B.
right,
Yeah.
and if I could have had something like this when I was there, oh man, this would have been beautiful.
I've heard
So,
that.
hey,
Though. I heard you can rhyme pretty well, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, now you spoke about the pandemic. Okay. How has this pandemic affected you during this time? Because everybody at the beginning had to keep their distance, had to stay home, and over time you slowly started coming back together with society, but wasn't together. How did that affect your business?
Our place, we only have 4 rooms, so the max. First, we're in Boone County, so the stay-at-home order that was from St. Patrick's Day into May, no business, because we're a full-service food establishment as well. So once we got over the WTF, what are we going to do, and got through that, people started coming back. In our industry, too, we're always aware of spreading bacteria or viruses, whether it's flipping the rooms or food service or just in general. Not to make light of what has happened, but so we're always aware of that. We're more hypersensitive to it, as everybody was. But when the numbers were like maximum of 10 people, we only had 4 rooms. We have this space, other spaces in the house, and mask mandate where everyone was still wearing their mask at the time, and so we were the perfect place to come out of that shell and to do that, because you wanted to go somewhere. You couldn't go to Venice, right? You couldn't go to Canada. You could maybe go to Mexico, but a lot of Missourians and also the tri-state area of, say, Iowa, Illinois, and Kansas, they really discovered Missouri for coming here to ride the trail. The Kid Trail saw more action than it's seen since its inception. So we actually benefited from the pandemic, but people were coming closer to home. And so with only having the 4 rooms, 8 people in house, it was slow coming back out, but we've actually seen it being busier now on the back end of it than it was the year before.
Okay, good deal. And how long have you been here in business as the Amber House?
7 years. I'm
7
from
years?
Missouri. My wife is from Missouri too. We moved back from Denver 7 years ago, almost to the day now.
Okay. So, what made you want to start the Amber House Bed and Breakfast?
It's a tongue twister.
Man.
Yeah.
But what made you want to start that after coming back? Did you feel like something and moved to Roachport?
So we had lived off and on in Missouri, Columbia in particular.
Okay.
Been in hospitality, worked for big box places like Ritz-Carlton and Grand Hyatt, but also independent. Like I opened the Broadway Brewery with my brother, ran it for 3 years. I managed Tellers, Everett's. I managed Everett's too. Old
Now,
school.
anybody know about Everett's? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Everett's,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I know about Everett's. Before
Yeah.
the roundabout and all that, there used to be trailers back behind Everett's.
Yeah.
But okay. But yeah. Yeah.
So it made me just want to get back in and bring this hospitality
Okay.
that we do to Missouri. And now I have a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old. So
Oh.
that helps you plan for the future a little bit.
So you plan on bringing them off into the family business?
If they want to,
Okay.
if they don't, then that's up to them.
So basically, you and your wife are the only employees of this.
Correct.
Okay.
No, not to say we do it alone. We do pre-pandemic. We do big 40-person Christmas parties, fundraisers, global first responders. A shout out to them.
Yes.
We do stuff for them,
Yes.
and we do all kinds of events. And we have people who are close to us who help and do that as well. My in-laws, my mother, watch the kids while we do 8-person, 10-person dinners and things like that. But as far as the day-to-day operations and the outside work, the inside, that's just us right now.
So you're saying that a business could also utilize the space that you have here. It just doesn't have to be individuals.
Absolutely. For
Okay.
instance, Veterans United is we're not partners with them or anything, but they send people here all the
Okay.
time as part of their business. We do team building with other places where you come out and you bring your 10 people. We do a multi-course lunch. My friend's a yoga instructor. So you come out, you got your 10 people, you're doing your work, your team building. Sherry will bring her chair out, you get a little chair massage. You can still talk while the others are getting their chair massage. And then we'll rent the community hall and send you down for your lunch break to do some yoga with our friend Alicia. And just, if you can, it's like Field of Dreams. If you can think of it, we'll do it. If you build it, they'll come.
Ain't nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that. Good deal. Now, what has been the best part about opening this and doing it for yourself and your family rather than going and continuing to work in the corporate world, which you already have been a part of? What is the best part of doing this?
Really, probably with kids, you think about longevity, something if they want to, that could take over. They'd have to pay, of course, but they could still have it.
Right.
No, the reward of just having something to call your own, I think. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of the jam on that is that I don't think it's a legacy or that kind of thing, but just something you can call your own to say, I did this and I was part of it, and it was nothing in my, and this certainly was here before I got here, but just to watch something grow, creativity, that it sounds kind of cheeseball and stuff, but it's true. To watch it grow and to start with just a wad of clay and make it into something.
That's how
It's
people
still
grow
going.
plants.
Pardon?
That's why people grow plants.
That's right. It's
Honestly.
still going, and I don't even know what the end game is, but I know that for now it's rewarding, it not only monetarily, but that's not even it either. Once you start to quantify the amount of hours you work, it's hard to say what you're really getting,
Yeah.
But the rest of it, when I have people who just met each other sitting at the dining room table for 2 hours after their service is over, chatting and just wanting to laughing, and I mean that's what it's all about, really, truly, and just having something to call your own. I think that's something that everybody wants. Not everybody wants that, but if you do, then you know that it burns inside of you.
Now, okay. Due to the fact you said that, it made me think. Okay, so when you say full service, what exactly is full service? And to the standards that you offer, other than what somebody may request, because I understand you are catering to your customers, your clients, and things like that. But other than what your customers or clients want, what is it that you automatically do as a business? Because you say
people still sit there after an hour. That means that somebody's bringing them food. So
That's us.
you bring
yeah.
in food and everything.
We do the dinner service, and then the dinner service usually has a wine pairings, a half glass per course. But when I say full service, I mean in compared to an unhosted place. For instance, if you come in, you ring the bell, and I come and meet you, I will know that you're here because we talked on the phone about it's an anniversary, or you just finally have the kids taken care of for night and you're getting away, and we'll chat, and then maybe I'll give you a glass of wine or a beer or an iced tea, show you around.
So more
Show
personal.
you, all the way, definitely.
Okay.
Take you outside, make sure you got the right bike that you want, make sure that you've got the beverage that you need, the food, if you're not already scheduled to have dinner, offer it to you, and just kind of make sure that you're taken care of. Sometimes I use thing, is there anything else that you wish for right now that you don't have? And somebody might say, hey, I could really use a cigar. You know any place I can get a cigar right now? I'm like, well, the fire chief downtown, he has a pretty nice collection. And then he'll come up and he'll sit down and have a cigar. And so that's full service.
Good deal.
That's what
Good
I'm talking
deal.
about. Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Can't beat that at all, really. 'Cause
He keeps telling me, you need to get that. You need to have a humidor with all the cigars. I'm like, no, this is better this way.
Right. Well, you know, it allows people to meet people outside of their circle and their comfort zone. You know,
Yeah.
because that's what the world needs.
Truly. That's, pre-pandemic, we only have 4 rooms, and it's just 8 guests total. They all sit at one table for dinner too. So there could be total strangers. They met each other maybe walking through the place or something, but they sit down and there you are. I mean, I think it's a blessing, not a curse. And because so much in time, you're in a box hotel, which has its certain use too. You might get on the elevator and you're just trying not to talk to anybody.
Right.
And you just want to, like, I'm done. I'm going up to my room and I'm going to call it. But yeah, in our world, in the B&B world, it's different. People are actually kind of after a different kind of experience and possibly more interaction with strangers than that. And so it kind of caters to that in that way.
Okay.
People love to talk about themselves, man.
Oh, yes. yes. So, if I were to come here and I'd be like, okay, I want to take a bike into the KT Trail. How far is the KT Trail from here?
2 blocks.
2 blocks?
2 blocks, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I honestly, I like what you have going on here, and the world needs to be able to see people, and this allows people to see people because you bring people from all aspects of the world, bring them to one place, and y'all gonna sit here and eat.
Yeah, they have these things they call Jefferson dinners, which are where people have asked me to host them, where you come together and sit at a table, and you can't say anything about like where your kids go to school or that, and you only talk about current events, and you're open forum to give your opinion, and they give their opinion. Everybody gets to have their opinion and then leave, which I guess is therapeutic. I don't know, but we kind of have those Jefferson dinners anyway.
All right, good deal. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So,
Except you have to have breakfast with them in the morning.
right. So it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner served here?
Yeah, if it's arranged, we'll do lunch. Mostly we specialize. Breakfast is included with your stay, and dinner service we do about 5 nights a week per reservation.
Now, when I was a little kid, due to some things that my mother, I love her to death, but we were going to Jefferson City, and there was a place called a Gape House bed and breakfast.
Okay.
And it was basically a Christian bed and breakfast that was for people who was going to see people that was incarcerated.
Okay.
Okay. Now, that is nowhere near like this.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
They could be on their way to Boonville or Jeff
Well,
City.
no, it was back
Yeah.
in like the early 90s, late 80s.
Okay.
So, like, that's what I know of bed and breakfast.
Oh,
For
sure.
me to see this,
To your point, we are different in that B&Bs are, a lot of people really think they're staying at your grandmother's house, but she's not there. It's someone else's grandmother. And there's a lot of lace and doily and teddy bears and things like that. And to each their own. They're all different and for whatever reason. Ours, we run more like a boutique hotel, and we also are young for innkeeping, as they say. And I swear, when I first started, and it was probably my own influence, but there were people that were like, bing bong. Hi, how you doing? Is your dad here, or like, you're the people? Because it's not common, and so this place is different for that, and it is a unique concept per bed and breakfast. And so, to all you young people out there, your grandma's not here.
right. So even though they will clean up after you,
Yes.
clean up after yourself.
That's a good one.
All right, know that. So, right. So, yeah. So, what do you see yourself within the next maybe? Because you say you've been established for 7 years now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so within the next 5 to 10 years, what do you see yourself with this? Well, not just you, because I know that it's also
It's
your
my
family
wife and
involved.
my kids.
Yes.
And stuff. I see just keep on doing what we're doing in the way that when it fits, just make it fit. Don't put a circle through a square, a hole. And if I'm not into it, like genuinely into it, then I got to tap out, because I think for any industry, especially hospitality or something that we do in particular like this at the level that we do it, if you're not in it to win it, then you're doing a disservice to yourself and to the people that you're charging to come for it, and I think that it's kind of a dying hospitality in general is not a dying profession, but it's certainly changing.
Yes. Well, it's not.
You
as
go to a
appreciated
place
like
and
it
you
used
go
to
to
be
a,
there.
let's just say, a large store, and you can't find what you're looking for, and you might ask somebody, is it over here? And they send you over here, and then they tell you go to here, and then you finally get what you're looking for, and then you're on your way out, and then you got to self-check, and the thing doesn't work, and there's somebody has to come over, and you're still, all that stuff. It used to be when you went to a store, the person who owned it or whatever would, Mr. So-and-so, you're in all the time. How are you? Can I help you? Oh, it's right over here. Let me put that in the bag for you. You need help taking it out. And that's not what we need, but I'm just saying it used to be that way, and then it has
So that's what you
morphed
offer
into
here.
something else. And then yes, exactly. And genuinely, we still want you to know that you can come in, we'll help you find it. We'll
So
help you bag it up.
Even as a
got to
business
bag
owner,
it
you
up.
still have that.
Hey, yeah.
Yes.
We'll help you take it to your car. That's full service.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But yeah, okay. That just goes to show that you still have a genuine heart of how you was raised.
That's right. Yeah,
So
truly.
I appreciate that.
Me too, man.
Because
I
very
would-
few
my
have that.
mother. Yeah.
A lot of people, once business is involved, that's all that they think about is business.
Yeah.
You bringing back the hospitality of life, not just business, of life.
And that goes back to what you're saying. That is truly, again, it sounds cliche and stuff, but that truly is the part that makes you get up at 6 a.m. to do the thing, because the best way to make yourself happy is to make other people happy.
Man, you ain't lying. Honestly, that's what makes me happy like a mother.
I know. It's amazing because it's so hard to make yourself happy, but making other people happy seems to come natural. Yeah.
Do you have anything else that you would like to? Well, hold on. Okay, where can people find you at, and like, what's the address, or how can someone get in touch with you to book for?
So you can find us at on the World Wide Web at amberhousebb.com. Our social media is all through the same Amber House. And then 573-698-2028. And that's pretty much it. Give us a call. I'm a phone person. If you have questions, call.
Good deal.
Make it a lot easier.
Yeah, I was asking because it'll be on my Water Wednesdays Facebook page, but it also will be on my YouTube page and JPS Productions Facebook page, and excuse me, yeah, that's some good, yeah,
That's a burden.
but yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that if anybody wanted to use your services, they are able to get in contact with you.
Sure, man. Yeah.
So if you have anything else, you're more than welcome to go ahead and express what you like to express that we haven't covered already.
Okay. Well, I will tell you, thanks, man. What a nice random meeting running into you one day, and I appreciate that.
No problem.
You guys as well. And I have to say, live from Rochford, it's Wednesday night!
Until the next time, I'll let your boy Tally Ho. Good deal.
What's left to